While the rest of the market is bleeding out, the internet computer is doing something completely different. It's consolidating, holding key levels, and the on-chain stats show it's dominating every single metric. The crypto market is in a state of extreme fear as the fear and greed index just hit 15. People are panicking, but we're going to ignore the FUD and look at the actual data. We'll start with this post from Blockchain Pill, who says ICP has been accumulating in the green box for the last couple of days. The daily RSI is reset, whales keep accumulating, and the volume is constant. If this holds, we are sending. As you can see, this is a very important level to watch, and if you remember from my last videos, the ICP price is now consolidating right below the top of the channel I kept telling you about. ICP has been trading inside this channel for almost a year, and it acts as a very important resistance level that we eventually want to break and flip into support. The fact that we are consolidating just below the top of the channel could mean that buyers are swallowing the sell orders, and eventually this should lead to another breakout attempt. We want to see this potential breakout to be violent and on high volume. If that will be the case, ICP has a high chance to turn the channel into support, which means higher prices should be expected. As Alex points out, the volume is indeed constant. For the last couple of days, we've had a constant volume around $500 million, which is about 10 times higher than the usual volume ICP has been trading on. If this breakout happens, once again, we want to see the volume ramping up and potentially flip the 1 billion mark again. The price performance is still looking good, especially on the longer time frames, with an average of more than 60% on the upside in the past 30 days. If we take a look at the volume on futures versus spot, we'll see that people still use a lot of leverage. I always frown upon those who leverage trade, especially retail investors who think they can outsmart the exchanges and career traders. Only roughly 5% of leverage traders are profitable, and if you decide to risk your capital for a 5% chance of winning, you kind of deserve to be liquidated. One thing you should keep in mind is that exchanges make more money if traders are liquidated rather than when they are successful. Wiz also gives a warning to greedy retail investors, saying, "Spot and chill. My biggest advice for everyone here is to stay away from leverage trading unless you want to lose your money real quick. The market always loves humbling greed, so keep that in mind." The overall retail sentiment is very bad right now. The Bitcoin fear and greed index just dropped to 15 and is now in the extreme fear quadrant. But there are some stats that make me hopeful for the near future. Let's take a look at a couple of other posts from Wiz that say, "Many people ask me what's your Bitcoin target. I said from the beginning that the Bitcoin top for this cycle is around 125,000, maybe a wick a bit higher towards 132,000. But I believe the gains on Bitcoin are already made. Rotation into alt is starting. Many will take profits too early this cycle." If we take a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we'll notice that we are about to face the same rejection on the weekly that happened back in 2021, which was the exact start of the mania phase of the alt season. Keep an eye out for this one, because if breaks down, we are going to see an insane rotation from Bitcoin to alts. And if you have the same opinion as this guy who says alt season will never come again, there are too many altcoins. There is not enough money to pump everything. The best response is this post from Chandler. The top 10 coins literally account for 90% of the crypto market cap. The top 50 make up 98%. Those 37 plus million other altcoins that are supposedly diluting the market mean absolutely nothing, and they won't mean anything when alt season kicks in. The signs are there that there is hope for altcoins. But as I always say, keep an open mind, because the market is able to humble each and every one of us, regardless of what side of the barricade we find ourselves on. So be a critical thinker, use your own judgment, because at the end of the day, we are all responsible for our own decisions. Stats-wise, ICP is literally dominating every possible narrative. The internet computer is the fastest blockchain in the transactions per second department, sitting in front of Solana. On GitHub, ICP is sitting once again at the top of the chart with over 4,000 commits, which proves that the developer activity on the internet computer is unmatched. Expect this metric to go even higher in the near future as Caffeine is being further developed and as the barrier of entry for new developers is getting absolutely shredded. In terms of social activity, ICP is also dominating with over 4 million interactions. Let me also show you two posts on X that I absolutely loved reading. The first one is from Benny, who says, "Bitcoin was heavily neglected at first. When it launched in 2009, almost nobody cared about it except a few cypherpunks and a few tech enthusiasts. Even within tech circles, many thought it was just a temporary experiment. It took 4 years years for Bitcoin to start gaining mainstream attention and financial interest. Same story with ICP. This is the 4th year of ICP and the last year of being neglected, and we can all feel the narrative shift in our guts. ICP is getting more and more attention from large accounts on X, but even more importantly, people are starting to look deeper into the internet computer technology and realize it's in a league of its own. ICP is the litmus test for whether crypto was even real. It's the only project that actually delivers on crypto's founding promises: true decentralization, real utility, disrupting centralized tech. Either we reward actual innovation that achieves what Bitcoin and Ethereum promised, or reveal this was just about exit liquidity and fake narratives. There is no middle ground here. Its success or failure will define what this space actually was. This guy gets it. Ever since Ethereum clones gained momentum, the whole blockchain space shifted from its cypherpunk philosophy to being a disgusting casino where big players preyed upon retail, leveraging their greed and dreams of becoming rich overnight. And speaking of Ethereum clones, I want to show you another post from Flood. It feels very difficult to own Solana. The meme coin thesis is being blown out in real time. Internet capital markets are completely fake. You own nothing by owning the token, and there is no incentive to build if founders get immediate liquidity. This feels like a great awakening for the whole market. People are fed up with the crypto casino, and they want to see a shift towards projects that drive real innovation in the blockchain space. And who is the leading innovator in blockchain right now? It's the internet computer, who against all odds ignored the noise and kept shipping innovation after innovation. There's only a matter of time until people realize that at the center of the stage, there's only ICP and nothing else. Speaking of innovation, I want to show you some insane developments that just happened on the internet computer. Dfinity just released an insane update for Caffeine, which allows it to browse the internet. If you are new to the channel or to ICP in general, Caffeine is a tool that allows regular people like you and me to create applications without knowing how to code. You simply tell Caffeine what you want to build and it builds it. And now, after the latest update, whether you are looking for an API or you need a code snippet from GitHub, Caffeine will automatically find it. This unlocks a new level of development experience for Caffeine users, streamlining the process even further. Before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to Alex from Blockchain Pill, who for the longest time kept telling me about creating regular videos about ICP and who was so consistent in his attempt to convince me that I eventually decided to do so. After seeing the support I got from everyone in the internet computer community, I have to admit this is one of the best decisions I took this year, and I want to also thank every one of my viewers for the amazing feedback. Alex has been on a crusade convincing people to start creating ICP content, and I want to further encourage everyone who has something to say to simply start doing videos. The best time to start is now, especially since we are seeing a sentiment shift towards the internet computer. If you made it this far in the video, know that your support means a lot to me, and if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Make sure to also leave a like and a comment, because the YouTube algorithm loves this kind of engagement, and if we can keep the momentum going, it will encourage me to keep producing ICP content. Finally, if you're not yet following me on X, make sure to do so. And if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to send me a DM as I check them on a regular basis.